Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mega64 live in the studio on a sultry Wednesday morning. You're here with Derek, Rocco, Sean, and Garrett.
Hi.
And how are you all doing today?
I'm doing good. I feel like I was just sitting here. It's like, I feel like Comic-Con. You know, in Comic-Con where you're like, you go to bed and you're back at Comic-Con. Like, how do I get back here? I feel like I'm back at this desk. I'm like, how am I back here?
Yeah.
We already did this.
I do
twice.
have that feeling when we do Comic-Con. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, didn't we just do this?
Yeah.
It never ends.
And it's like, I'm here on the set once again. Okay. Here I
Well,
am.
You're going to be glad you're here today because this is going to be a very special episode. The Are We Autistic episode. Yes.
That's right.
We took a test to find out where we land on the spectrum and most importantly, who here stacks up and how do they stack up against everyone else. We have a ranking amongst everybody in the studio to see who scores the highest, the lowest, and everyone in between. It's going to be an interesting episode.
We're going to see where we are on the spectrum. I mean, again, due to the nature of a spectrum,
Yes.
we're bound to be somewhere on
You're-
it.
all
everyone's,
we just,
everyone's on it somewhere.
Yeah.
But where do you
Yeah.
fall?
This is something I've been curious about for a while.
I do think that I think the more you know about yourself, the better.
Yes.
You know?
Agreed.
And
So-
will we find love on the spectrum?
We
That's
just
a
might.
great
not.
show. That's a great.
Do you watch that
program.
show?
No, I've
Okay.
heard some clips of it though.
I've seen every episode of it.
You have?
Yeah.
It's
And I have a friend who was on it.
Really?
for real.
Yeah.
Wow.
Our buddy Matt, who actually Johnny and I ran into him when we went to AEW Dynamite in San Diego a few weeks back, but he was on Love on the Spectrum. Wasn't a main character, but was one of the dates that one of the main characters went on.
Oh, wow.
Ultimately, the relationship didn't work out, but he, from his one episode appearance, got a huge following and fan base. He was a fan
Really?
favorite.
Oh, wow. That's
Became
cool.
very popular online.
He was a good guy, a funny guy,
That's great.
Yeah, Matt's awesome.
an entertaining guy.
And you know, just naturally charismatic. So through that one appearance, he became a superstar. But before we get into that, let me thank our sponsor for this week, which is our good buddies over at Carl Strauss. Woo-woo! Carl Strauss Brewing Company. And by the way, if you've been watching, you may know that Carl Strauss has been nominated in the San Diego Union Tribune for Best Brewery. I cannot say that word.
It's a
Best
weird.
I always
brewery.
struggle
It's the
with
double
that,
B's.
too.
Best brewery.
Best brewery.
Best Brewery.
Tsushima.
Ghost of
This is
Tsushima.
my
I got
Tsushima.
that. I
They've
figured that
also
one
been
out.
nominated for Best Happy Hour, and we're going to drop a link in the chat. It's already in the chat. If you're watching right now, you can vote for them right now and tip the scales in their favor. Now, yes, the San Diego Union Tribune is a local newspaper here to San Diego, so you would think only San Diegans would be able to vote. Nah,
That's not how
fuck
it
that.
works.
No. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. If you're a Mega64 fan, you can answer the call and help us push our dear buddies over at Carl Strauss over the top. Literally, the people who are our friends there, they're Mega64 fans,
Yeah.
and they, we were talking about, hey, let's sponsor the show here. And they're like, yeah, you know what would be cool for us is we have this little competition that we're trying to win. I don't know if you'd be able to plug it. And I told them, like, we're going to get every internet soldier in the world.
Call to arms.
Yeah,
for the
we're going to get
soldiers.
them to vote for you. And they started laughing on the phone. And I was like, we're going to make it happen. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care if this is fair or not. We're going to put it out there. We're going to get the soldiers to go to war for
Yeah,
you.
That's right.
Yeah. And I want to just address real quick. Some people I have seen in our chat ask about is it fair to like address the voting that way or treat it that way where we're kind of like bending around the rules a little bit. Is that the right thing to do? You sound like a rat to me.
This is democratic. This is the way it works.
Hey, we're going to go
So-
for a little boat ride today. Come
Don't
on.
think about it too hard.
Yeah, just
Take your shirt off. It's a schwitz. You got to take your shirt off.
so do what the man says. I love to end all plugs with do what the man
Do what
says.
the man says.
Is it fair? Hell no, it's not fair.
But life's not fair.
That's true.
I have found out.
Yeah.
In the words of a man in the middle that once said, life is not fair.
Yeah, but you know what? All is fair in love and war.
This side got.
And business, the business at Carl Strauss, that's war without bullets. It's a spiritual war.
Yeah.
And they're fighting to own your heart.
And everyone else who's nominated could have reached out to us, but they didn't.
They did not.
That's where they fucked
They
up.
had their chance and they blew it.
But honestly, they could have come to me and said, Sean, we love you so much. We want you to do this. I'm I'm loyal to Carl Strauss.
Yeah, me and Carl are like this.
Sorry.
Name one other brewery. I can't. It's Carl all the
I
way.
think it's the only one.
Hit the Union Tribune up and do us a favor.
I did want to bring up a couple things, recapping a couple things from yesterday.
Sure.
Yeah.
Before we get to the big quiz section today, I want to bring up thanks again to everybody who watched our new Fatal Fury video. We worked with SNK over in Japan to do a new video for Fatal Fury. There's a new Fatal Fury game coming out very soon, April 24th.
Yeah.
But anyway, we did this video. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. Mega64 Fatal Fury on YouTube. It was taking off on Twitter, Blue Sky too. I mean, like it was. The reaction was very good everywhere.
Yeah.
But,
That's awesome.
Twitter. So a lot of our stuff really does resonate with a Japanese audience. Every now and then something goes supernova. Our Ava in 5 minutes was like unstoppable in Japan. And it looks like this one's going that way too. It's like
That's good news.
Once I saw Japanese time zones, start to wake up, it was getting retweeted like crazy. And I want to say thank you to everybody. Welcome to anybody who may have discovered us if you're watching our podcast. But I don't know if you guys saw. I sent it out in our group chat.
I did not see it. Sorry.
We got
Kamiya?
out of nowhere the Hideki Kamiya retweet.
Whoa.
And
Hell
he just
yeah.
posted. I mean, the man doesn't even work for SNK.
Yeah.
Legendary developer. He
Dude,
has no
what a guy.
skin in this game. Shares it, and I gotta translate. What does he say? And it translates to Mega64 as good as always.
we still got it.
That's cool. That is
Arigato.
cool. That's radical.
So-
Thank you, Mr. Kamiya.
Thank you,
That's
Mr. Kamiya.
What a nice thing to say.
Thank you for not blocking us. And
I think Meg is blocked still.
Meg is, but that she deserves
That's
it.
probably.
But anyway, so was very happy. There was also I retweeted these, but people might not know who it was. But on our main account, Mega64 on Twitter, was the composer and sound guy at SNK who did so much iconic fighting game music, sound effects, the sound design of these classic fighting games. He shared it with saying like Mega64 is the best, and he submitted some of the tracks I used in the video. He literally saw the video and sent like, "Oh yeah, you want Geese's song here? You want that?" And he just was so kind on Twitter about it.
That's right.
And so it was just amazing yesterday. So thanks to everybody who shared that video. And if you haven't yet, please, like we said, share the video, give it a like on YouTube, send it to a friend. If you hated it, send it to an enemy, whatever. We really do appreciate it. And thanks for all the kind words. Somebody did a green screen version of
I
my
saw that.
Geese.
Yo.
They isolated me in green screen, and now
Which is funny because we had that. We could have just given it.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I saw someone was like, "Yeah, check it out." I rotoed him out. I'm like, "Oh, I could have just posted the raw footage."
That was way easier.
But now they're putting me in. People are making all these custom videos. Justin Wang on
that one
Twitter
is so
did
good.
me as a bunch of babies in the hospital.
What the
crying.
fuck?
Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't seen any
it's
of
such
these.
it's such a good shop.
Someone else did like the Scar Mufasa scene. in
Oh,
Lion King
hell
where I
yeah.
get knocked off the cliff. And
That's
anyway,
awesome.
There's a bunch.
You're becoming
of
a
stuff like
meme.
that. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. Check out Mega64 Fatal Fury video.
First, the
if you
WTF
haven't already.
bomb. No.
And also, don't believe the obviously doctored number on YouTube. Because I don't know what's going on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know what that
They're
is.
skimming our views off the top.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, this thing easily has 5 million views at least,
At minimum.
at minimum. But that number's not reflected on the YouTube view count, which I would like a recount.
Literally
better,
everywhere
Google.
else.
I'm petitioning them for a recount.
Do better, please.
Google, let us know when that recount drops.
Yeah.
I did want to say one last Fatal Fury related thing. Yesterday we showed a backpack and a bunch of goodies we got from SNK, and I showed this map of Southtown from Fatal Fury. This is like where the game takes place. you know, the
Isn't
city.
that a POD song? Southtown?
Yeah, I believe it is, and they are playing a free concert. I think at my
at your
school
high
next
school?
week.
Nice.
So we'll talk more about POD next week when we go. to
I'm
the
already
show.
going to the Free System of a Down concert in LA.
Oh, nice. I'll see you there. But found out something interesting. Kept looking at this like, oh, what's going on? There's something unusual about this map. And another creator online, very few people were sent this stuff,
Yeah.
but they found something weird too. Garrett, you got that black light?
Got the black light.
So we're going to hit this map with a black light.
So Kevin said if I
don't
kind of
see
get
anything.
it with the house lights on, I have to get real close. But oh,
Look at that.
what does it say? The
The nightmare never ends. You guys,
Oh my god.
isn't that the same message at the end of our video? I'd watch it again and just to be sure.
47 to 200. Wow, this is limited.
Yeah.
Oh, let's frame
I
it.
wonder why that message was so important.
Interesting.
How did that other creator discover this? He just hit everything with a black light, or is
Yeah,
he-
I think his girlfriend was mad about something, and then they went, "What? Wait a second."
What is that? What?
I'm trying
Why
to-
is her being mad have anything?
I'm
to-
trying
Because
to
she was
pro-
looking. I don't know. She was looking around.
for evidence.
she's
or
like,
something? Let me look for evidence on this table while
Yeah,
you guys
she
are
was
talking.
like,
no,
No, she
do
was
not,
like,
no,
what have you been up to in
no.
here?
Rocco's here by himself.
Why is it all
Late at night.
It's all in front of you, Rocco.
What?
That was weird.
Dude, I'm glad you. Man, yeah, you waved that over my pants for a second. Yikes.
Yikes.
Let's investigate all our crotches on camera.
Okay, hit it.
Nah, just kidding.
You were joking?
I'm joking.
Oh,
I already see a stain. Okay,
What?
moving on.
That's
Moving
a
on.
worn
I thi-
area.
guys, it's poo poo stains.
Crank,
Okay,
crank.
chill out.
I didn't masturbate. I shit my pants. All right. So, on today's episode, we are going to get into the conversation topic, the question basically that everybody's been wondering since Mega64 started. Are we on the autism spectrum?
Yeah.
How can you do what you do? What sets you apart from the common person?
It's
you know?
kind of like a superpower.
A little bit. How are you all feeling about the test?
I am I'm nervous that I'm gonna be not on the spectrum enough.
What does that mean?
I'm like nervous that
What is that?
I'm like too normie, right?
normie.
Yeah,
And that-
yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I feel like there's a explanation
Oh,
for all
like,
the idiosyncrasies of my personality.
Oh,
if
and you're
I'm
not going to have like a fucking excuse anymore?
Exactly. They're gonna just be like, no, he's just annoying, or whatever. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
you know, that's what I have a fear in that probably opposite.
Hey, we
direction.
tested you. You're normal. Cut your shit out.
Yeah, knock it the fuck off.
I have no
Neurotypical.
fear. Because as I said, it's good to know who you are, and whether I'm high on the scale or low,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter to me. I'm just gonna be me. I don't care.
It's not like
Yeah.
the last test, right? Where it was like, I don't want to be evil.
Yeah,
yeah, it's like,
this
are
one
you
is different.
psychopathic?
Yeah, are you
no,
fucking-
I
no.
do think that
Which you did score high on.
did.
Yes,
Well,
I did.
But you
yeah.
might get a double whammy. you know?
Machiavellian and
You might
autistic.
stack your tests and then be like, I'm evil.
I'm gonna start. You know what though? I'm gonna play to the strengths because, like Sean said, you know, it's good to know more about yourself.
It's good to know.
So I'll lean into the evil autistic nature.
If we take a dyslexia,
yeah.
Well,
You'll pass. Don't worry.
if I take a dyslexia test and I fail that one, as in like I'm not dyslexic, I think I would be upset there.
Okay.
Because then it's like what is going on?
that's
don't
where I-
worry though. If we ever take that pass, you'll test.
Shut up.
Anyway,
Yeah, you know, I was
That's a great joke.
scrolling not Instagram, YouTube, maybe like a year ago, and randomly clicked a video which was like, how to tell if you have ADHD. And I was like, oh, this is interesting. This isn't going to apply to me, but let's just watch it. And
Yeah.
like an hour later, I was like, oh my God, I have ADHD. Which maybe I do, maybe I don't. I never went and got a diagnosis, but
Sure.
even being aware, and if you go to get a diagnosis, they're gonna ask you, they're gonna look for all of these traits,
Yeah.
and if you have too many of them, you will be diagnosed with it. But everybody will have a certain amount of these traits.
Sure.
That's how these diagnoses work. But even just being aware of those tendencies and those personality traits, I was able to move through life a little bit more conscientious of,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay.
you know, if I find that I'm becoming bored in a conversation, I might come off as rude if I just try to change the subject. And so I would now, you know, in the past, I've been guilty on this podcast of maybe rudely cutting people off or being like, this is boring, let's move on. And arguably, maybe I still do that. But at least now internally, I try to pause and be like, maybe it's just you, Derek. Maybe you're the one who's becoming bored and not everybody else is feeling that way. So like Sean said, being aware of that stuff,
Yeah, no,
I
that's
think
that's huge.
helps you out in life.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm most interested, to see the results because I actually don't know where I stand with shit like that. Like when I was taking the test, you'll see. I mean, I imagine we're going to cover the questions that are on it.
Sure.
Like with the
probably
evil
pretty thoroughly.
test, did we do everyone as well?
Yeah, Meg and Johnny and
We
Kevin.
did, yeah.
We got Meg and Johnny and Kevin in. Okay, cool.
But I was just going to say, like, take some, I hope I'm not spoiling anything, but some of the questions, are there's some that are like, detail focused. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm,
Strongly agree.
yes. But then there's other stuff that's
Yeah.
like about like the fear of talking with people or the fear of whatever. And it's like, well, I don't have that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I honestly really don't know where this is going to land. I don't actually know. So anyway, so I'm excited, but I am weirdly anything where there's a result on anything, I'm nervous. No matter what it is, even if it's good, I'm like, just tell me.
Yes, the fear of the unknown.
Yeah, exactly.
We did test everybody here. Johnny, Kevin, and Meg all submitted answers to the test. So we have 7 results to go through.
Awesome.
And I have them. Right here.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Oh, my God.
All the answers.
He holds all the power.
And we'll
Go ahead.
get to them right after this theme song.
Welcome back, everybody. Real quick before we get to the results. Maury's got all the results right here. We're going to find out.
Whoa.
Well, we're going to find out in a moment.
I'm not going to be the father, one. No, but I wanted to say real quick, we did hype up yesterday. We have a very special secret thing dropping in our online store a little later. Stay tuned. It'll be a little later. It's a limited edition item. We actually have it in stock, ready to ship out, but there's only a set amount of them.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know if people are going to want it or not, but
But
this was something we've been working on for a while. So stay tuned. A little later in the show, we'll talk about it.
They requested.
Get your finger on the button. Not to, draw it out too much, but a little later today, we'll talk about that. But there's so much to get to
Yes.
before then. So stay tuned.
Should we poll the room and see who's going to be the least autistic out of the 7 of us?
Sure. Let's do that. And then I do have the test here if you want to give the audience some sample questions so they know what we kind of went through. But
Sure. Okay, that's a good idea.
I have the result. I had to prepare this segment
you
today,
know.
so I know the results. So I will not speculate, but I would love to hear what you guys think.
I think Sean will be the lowest on
I
that
think-
spectrum.
Maybe Meg will be the lowest.
You know what?
Is that
Yeah.
how it works? I don't know how the spectrum works.
I don't know either.
Lowest to highest? Is that
Okay, here
Yeah, that's a good question.
You would know, Derek. You tell me.
for context.
You and Meg are you guys are going to be down there.
there were 30 questions.
Okay.
And your results netted you a score between presumably 0 and 30,
Okay.
with 30
Okay.
being a strong likelihood
Okay.
that you are autistic, and 0 being no tendencies.
That You
Okay.
hate Sonic the Hedgehog and trains.
And in between there, so 0 to 7, a score of 0 to 7 is no tendencies. A 0 of 8 to 12 is a few tendencies.
Okay.
13 to 15, slight tendencies.
You played the Genesis games only.
16 to 19 would be borderline indication. And if you scored a 20 or above, you have a strong likelihood.
You
Now,
own the DVD
I also say this
series.
is not a scientific test that we took
Okay.
necessarily. So I don't
Well,
know.
Yeah. This is for entertainment purposes. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we didn't go to like a doctor to get tested or anything.
Nah,
like
I
that.
would say this is pretty indicative.
30 questions, you
Yeah.
know, it took a while. I sat down and really put my thinking cap on for those.
Sure.
But yeah, I feel, the more I think about it, I feel like you, Sean, Kevin, and Meg are going to be real low scores. I think I have
Gonna be high.
You think you're going to be high, Kev?
I think Kevin will be higher, and I find that Kevin has tendencies to like, I don't know what this would be classified as. So no, sorry, Kevin, if this is
We're getting real.
yeah, I don't know if I'm getting that turn or not. But Kevin is
Out of
very like he checks the building to make sure everything's shut off all the time. He's very like organized
That's
and
not
like,
autism, though.
but maybe it's not.
I think it's he's going to be low on the autism. I think that's something else.
We need a test for every neurodivergence.
Yeah. Well, we got a whole week planned. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have been actually diagnosed with ADD. So I
Okay.
think I have like a slight advantage on this test. So I think I'm getting 100%. So, you know.
The test did
Yeah, I didn't say
specify
Johnny's name.
that you might score higher if you have a different neurodivergence, including ADHD or depression.
Let's fucking go, dude.
It could be like,
Yeah, is there a prize for us? If
thought
we
I had
win?
autism. Turns out I was just depressed.
Can we
Should
go
get a
home
prize.
early? The winner.
Wow, interesting.
That is interesting. They're connected.
Yeah. Do you want to say, Derek, the range that we are at,
So-
or how do you want to do it?
Yeah, there's a couple of interesting facts that came out. So we have two groups here, which means to say that the same score came up multiple times.
Okay.
Two people got the exact same score and
wow.
scored the highest on the test.
Oh, there's
Oh.
two winners.
And two people got the exact same score and scored the lowest
Oh, interesting.
on the test.
Oh, that's very interesting.
And then there were three outliers
in the middle somewhere.
in the middle. So,
Okay. Okay, so we have some good results. then.
so
We
wherever
cover the
you
spectrum.
are, wherever you are, you're not alone. You know?
yeah, that's true. You have, you have a
I
buddy.
can't wait.
Interesting.
I think the winner should get the hitbox so like they could stim the most.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
Oh yeah, we
fun.
got a hitbox yesterday from SNK, but that was intended for me. So
Well, maybe you will.
I'm
get
probably
it.
winning it
It might
anyway,
be
so it
yours.
doesn't
Yeah,
really
yeah,
matter.
It might be fine.
I'm curious to think, the chat, you guys have been watching us for years, outside perspective.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to judge yourself, but you can see somebody clearly. You
Yeah, what do
know,
they think,
from
right?
afar? Yeah, I'm curious what the chat thinks. How do you think the scores ranked up? I'm already seeing people saying, "Well, somebody just said Sean and Garrett, but they didn't say where they landed."
They just want to say our names.
We're just friends.
Derek 100%. Okay, Mikey Bot. Nobody got 100%. Mikey Bots.
Smart ass.
I'm seeing Garrett lowest, Rocco highest.
Lowest? No.
People immediately
Derek high, Rocco low.
people immediately bring up my figure collection. I don't see how that has any bearing on it.
How many
Meg,
of them?
Meg,
How many of
that's
them are
just
blue
cool.
hedgehogs?
You can't. You here to get the results?
Meg's getting
We gotta
closer.
get a Meg mic.
For the results.
I'm seeing Rocco literally collects. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, so does
I do too.
the fucking Kirk Hammett from Metallica has a dope collection.
yeah, you're right.
But he
Somebody else
also
said Derek 110%. Okay, you can't go higher than 100%.
But
Okay.
who's to say that Kirk
Yeah.
isn't?
That might be why
Right,
it's so
but,
funny.
but he hasn't brought it up in any of the songs, is what I'm saying.
Seriously, a
There's
lot
no
of
Metallica
musicians,
song about it.
I've heard that a lot of musicians are on the spectrum, and that can explain the
Yeah.
deep laser-like focus to their
To
instrument.
learning
That's
an
true.
instrument.
And being
Yep.
Well, I'll just
Yeah.
say this. When I am into something, it gets laser light focus.
Oh.
When like Lost was on, it was like nothing matters but this show, you know? So
oh well, it's
I don't know.
Severance right now for you.
Derek makes
Well, last
figures, Rocco collects figures, both 100.
Hey, you never know. You never know. So okay, I'm interested to see.
month. Yo, that's great.
This is interesting. These tests are fun. I like doing these tests.
Yeah.
Just to find out, like,
we've got some more planned.
Just to find out who
Somebody
we are.
says, I think Derek has a new unclassified mental disorder.
oh,
New
wow.
shit. Okay, well,
Get a doctor over
I guess
here.
if it was new,
Yeah.
Do you
Maybe
guys-
a
I'll be
DCO.
proud of that. Yeah.
Johnny
You've
bro-
been diagnosed with DCO.
Johnny brought up the stimming thing, which was very new. I think I only heard about stimming like 5 or 6 years ago. It was like, that's a very new term.
I think when fidget spinners came out, I realized like what that.
I think it was around that time too. As people, what is stim? What does that mean? And then I did my independent research and came up with the answer. But I have a secret stim. I want to know if the chat has ever picked up on
I
it.
see you do.
I wear
Masturbating.
rings on this hand.
I do know that.
And I will sit here and on the podcast, I don't know if you go back and you look at stuff, I will just spin this fucking ring on my finger.
Spin?
Yeah, I can use my fingers to just
I had a spinner ring that I wore. I love fidget toys.
Yeah.
I actually
You're the fidget god.
I do collect. I am the fidget god. I collect fidget toys.
Okay.
Because I just do.
Well, the new ones
My,
are those
my
little
special
poppers.
obsession.
Yeah, the popper. My kids have 1,000 of those.
Yeah.
I don't like the poppers, but I got my favorite one. I got it off Amazon, and it's like a big sprocket and a little sprocket with a bike chain like
seen
wrapped
that,
around
yeah.
it, and you basically just hold it in your hand and spin it, or
wow.
and like the chain kind of like gets into your palms.
Yeah.
I think
Very
we're getting
tactile.
hundreds, Derek.
110.
I also got a fidget cube, which is a metal cube that you spin. and
Oh,
hold.
see,
Dude.
that's
99 to
who
100.
doesn't like that.
That's how you call the Cenobites to your house.
How could you not like
we
that?
do have not
Exactly.
to get to whatever, but we
hear the
have
bells.
we have a Mega64 thing coming in the near future.
We do.
That
We
kinda
do.
Delivers on that.
It will deliver on something.
This will
we might have them at PAX, but I
this
don't
will
know.
totally tie in.
yeah. Yeah, you're right. What are the odds? 100%.
Anyway,
Yeah. I mean, I think for years it was like people probably didn't have a name for it. And it was like if you fumble with change in your pocket or you twirl a pencil at your desk while you're thinking, I mean, that's all fidgeting.
I mean, I do know that like when
like
I
human.
get nervous, I hold a baseball and just like play with that all the time. Like I always like twist the baseball.
you guys are reminding me of the old, the two silver, what do they call them? The Benoit balls? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
That was
yeah.
a Blink-182 song. But
I know what you're talking about.
the meditation balls, right?
Yeah, Chris Benoit's balls.
Yeah. Now he was definitely.
What?
Oh, okay. I thought that was the Benoit alarm.
Well, no, he had like
Whoa.
CTE or something.
Whoa!
Yeah, he had CTE.
What was it? Was it like my asshole or something?
It was.
No, it was just black.
it was like
Anyway,
Eric just put. That's why he did that. Because of his balls.
anyway, got the hit box here. I'm just ready to play.
yeah.
Anyway,
Listen to the tactile clicks.
I
on
wish
that.
I had
It's very
my
nice.
fidget toy right now, but I don't. Every day I come here do this podcast, no fidget toy. Just have to suffer in silence.
Wait till you get home.
So let's go through some of the questions on this test. It was 30 questions. I won't go through all of them. Maybe I will. But the first question would be, I prefer to do things on my own rather than with others. I prefer to do things the same way. For instance, my morning routine or trip to the supermarket. I find myself becoming strongly absorbed in something, even obsessional. Yeah, and I was watching these, taking this quiz, and thinking like, well, I mean, yeah, for a lot of these.
Yeah.
I'm very sensitive to noise and will wear earplugs to cover my ears in certain situations. Is that anybody?
No.
Yes.
And there were
Rocco, I-
really.
I-
yes,
Oh, for sure.
extremely.
Okay, because there were ones like that where I went like, oh, I mean, well, that's like I know that's autism. I definitely don't have
Like
that.
I don't want to.
Sometimes people say I'm being rude, even though I think I'm being polite. Now, I'm pretty sure I know when I'm being rude,
Okay.
But maybe you.
but
maybe,
I did do a slight, answer on that. I was like, sometimes I am unintentionally rude to people.
What if you're?
That's just because I'm a dick. It's a different
I
disorder.
attribute it to your kind of New York upbringing.
My parents are from New York City,
Yeah.
and they have kind of that East Coast shortness.
It's
to
a
them.
Johnny's shown that vibe before. Not
Yeah.
not in a bad way, but I just noticed there's
no, in a bad way.
There's a no, there's a like different vibe to like your California being raised on this coast versus the East Coast.
California parents versus East Coast parents.
And specifically like New York.
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
Jersey Johnny
Northeast.
here. But
I remember a very distinct memory as a kid of coming out of a Blockbuster video with my dad, and these Girl Scouts were there trying to sell cookies, and he like yelled at them.
Oh my god.
Sean likes doing that.
Well, that was the mom I was yelling at.
It was
Well.
just like, "Excuse me, sir, would you?" No, just flat out. and my mom got
ridden the
so
subway.
pissed off, and she's like, "You're so fucking rude." He's like, "I told him no. They wanted to sell me cookies. I didn't want cookies. Why waste time? I told him no."
No, thank you is just as fast.
Yeah, but that's San Diego talking right
That's
there.
Kevin.
In the words of we met a vagrant in San Francisco once during
Yeah.
Game Developers Conference
remember
where he
this.
asked for money. We
Said,
developed an apology,
"Sorry,
and in the middle of the
have
apology, he stated, "Sorry is a sorry ass word, motherfucker. Just say no."
Yeah.
And I've stuck by that.
Yeah.
So but I will say about sometimes I'm being rude, even though I think I'm being polite. When I got to that question, I had a flashback to, and I talked about it on the show, at Costco when they made me put back some of the toilet paper I had bought. And they were like, "It's one per customer," and I said, "Well, you should put up a sign." And they all look at me like, "What a fucking asshole." And I'm like, I've had enough of those that I think I have to answer this. You know what I mean? I find that I'm in that situation a lot. Where I was like, "Oh, it was a good experience." And they're like, "What a fucking asshole." And I'm like, "What?" So, I don't know.
Johnny, do you agree about the East Coast parents?
Yeah.
I mean, you're an actual East Coaster. You grew up there.
Yeah,
I didn't.
One time, my dad was getting tailgated by a guy. A guy was flashing his high beams at him, and so he grabbed a handful of change and threw it out the sunroof. At him.
What? That is
Yeah.
awesome.
Damn.
It's a bad time.
It's a bad time.
I did have friends here once. They grew up in San Diego. We were driving on the highway, and somebody cut them off, and they got so pissed off they like found a water bottle. It was like a boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The boyfriend was driving. He's like, "Michelle, get the bottle." And he's like, they pulled up next to the car, rolled down the window, and she chucked the bottle at their car on the highway.
Yeah,
and
that's like,
I was in the backseat being like, "What the fuck are you guys like?" This was
That's like abuse.
This was so casual. Like, do you
Yeah.
do this all the time?
They
like,
must. If it's normal, then they must.
you kind of had like a system in place.
Get
they're
the
willing-
bottle. They've done
bottle.
it.
If
You
they're
get the
willing to
bottle.
do it in front of you too, they're very comfortable with the behavior.
Yeah, I'd never
Yeah.
seen that before.
Yeah, is that like extreme for me to say? That's like abusive behavior? Like, that seems like insane to me.
Well, abusing the other driver.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
You could.
I don't know. That still is in the same
I mean,
arena.
that gets physical when you're throwing an item at someone,
And, like,
even if they're
yeah.
in the car.
I
like,
feel like you could cause an accident.
You
Yeah.
definitely could. You definitely could.
Someone did that to me with, I was in like the far left lane and I clearly wasn't going fast enough for the person behind me. And then they cut in front of me and they were like dumping the contents of it out. So it was hitting my windshield. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. And it was like,
Was it water?
they hit you
Yeah,
with a piss
yeah,
bottle.
yeah.
Well, that's legal.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's like how I mean, that
How
you're
petty.
Water and ice.
Yeah,
The
it
only
just
things
seemed-
you can throw out the window, right?
You throw ice out the window?
Or water and ice.
No sunflower seeds?
No.
I heard
Oopsie.
popcorn.
No.
Oopsie.
the popcorn law of 1892.
I heard any
clearly
food
states
'cause
No.
it's biodegradable.
No, just water.
Yeah, you're right.
Just water.
Either way, I just felt like that was.
But what if you're eating an apple, you get to the core, and you're driving in the middle of this like a pasture?
You're trying to plant a tree.
Yeah.
That's called littering.
Oh,
It's
but
illegal.
What, if the tree drops an apple, it's fine.
Let's
but I
take-
can't do it.
I will say I don't litter, but I do gum. When I'm driving,
Oh,
I chew gum and then
yeah.
I'll I
Spit
just,
it out.
Out
you
the
know,
window?
I don't even think about it. Well, yeah, not in the car.
That's kind of fucked up.
That's fucked up. Apple's
That's
way
kinda
better
fucked
than
up.
Wait,
gum.
you just spit it in the car?
That's like a
Just don't
cigarette
eat-
butt.
yeah,
You know, that's
okay,
kinda
where do you want
fucked
to
up.
spit it?
That'd be disgusting.
That is
Tissue.
that's,
Dashboard?
Tissue.
No, just
Where do you put your gum?
Yeah,
On
where do
the
you put your
seat?
gum? In
On the
bank?
window?
You don't want to know because I swallow my
Swallow,
gum and I don't give a fuck.
Oh, dude.
Oh, okay. Have fun.
I have never not swallowed my gum my entire life.
What the fuck?
I've always done it. I have no problem with
think-
it.
what do you have,
I'll
like,
swallow gum right now.
10-foot long elastic shits? Like,
I-
that's bad.
Stomach acid
Yeah,
breaks it
I
down.
wouldn't be doing
I
that.
think that is a. What's that?
I'm glad the
Okay, real talk.
Yeah.
I chew a lot of gum.
Yeah.
Occasionally I swallow it.
Yeah.
I Googled it. and now I no longer. I try not to
Yeah.
swallow my gum anymore.
Does it fuck up your biome?
Yeah, because
it's
gum
like gum.
has like basically like it's a type of plastic
It's
essentially.
indigestible.
Yeah, it's
Well,
indigestible.
tell it to my body, Kevin.
And you're not supposed to swallow it. It's not made for human consumption.
I've swallowed at this point thousands
Don't.
of pieces of
Also,
gum.
legitimately, it's probably not good for your plumbing either.
My plumbing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
your-
it's fine.
Your guts, dude.
No, it's all good.
He's a
Sean
renter,
Sean
so he
touting
doesn't
this as
care.
a victory.
I'm not saying
is,
it's a victory.
Very well.
I'm just saying this is what it is.
I would say Rocco spitting out his gum is better for his health.
Exactly.
worse for the environment. So
No, worse for the environment. The ants don't ever get gum.
what the gum doesn't like just okay.
The gum doesn't what?
It doesn't
Ants.
just go away.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it
then
does
that's
out
why
the
you
window.
don't swallow it.
But well, that will go away from me.
No, it won't. Your argument about the gum on the planet, you're just internalizing all of that.
Yeah, but put it in the sewer eventually. It's fine.
Are you gonna stop now that we've
I
learned
Yeah,
this?
you gotta stop
have
swallowing your gum.
Zero interest in stopping
No.
swallowing.
What?
We're telling you something that scientifically could improve your health.
You're
You're on the vitamin D kick. You're lifting
yeah,
weights.
Yeah, I'm definitely working on my health.
You should definitely do everything you can to keep your flora and in your gut, feeling good.
I don't. I mean,
Stop swallowing gum. Can you make that promise to Derek and I?
I
right now?
can't because I think it's just such ingrained in me that I'll just do it forever. Like I mean, I'll try to think
It's
about
like your
it.
kids. You're gonna tell them to put batteries in the fridge for no reason.
Yeah, and now they probably swallow their gum.
No, Sawyer is adamant
Will
to
not.
not do that.
Smart girl.
Yeah, she won't do it.
Clever girl.
And I'm like, swallow the gum. Actually, I've never said that. I've never done that.
Okay. Derek's looking up the stats of how much you'll shave off your life by swallowing gum.
You can swallow a little bit of gum according to Google, but excessive amounts can cause health problems.
You're doing this every day?
Well, if I have gum,
Every piece of gum.
Every piece of gum.
Yeah.
You chew gum every day.
every
though.
piece of gum you see me chew, I would say it's a 95% chance I
It
swallow
gets
that.
Dude. I could count on one hand how many times I've done that in my life.
Yeah.
Like I could think back to
Is
those
it-
times.
what's the chat saying?
Like
Am I fucked up? Am I
once in
wrong?
like junior high.
You're gonna have to pass like a gum stone eventually.
Is the chat saying that I'm gonna die? Like, what are they saying? 'Cause
They keep saying this explains a lot, but I don't know what they
What
mean
does it
by that.
explain?
I don't know.
Well,
I-
you're constantly talking about
they're
health
saying
issues.
they're saying this is frightening.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
swallow every piece. of
Yikes.
That's a lot.
Seen a lot of yikes.
Oh, Doc Ryan.
Doc
just
Ryan
texted
says
me.
you're wrong and fucked up.
Yeah, Doc Ryan. He just sent me a
Ryan,
image.
and Ryan's a doctor.
You
Yeah.
also
So
you
that's
chew
that.
more gum than anybody I know.
Yeah.
So you also swallow more gum than anybody.
Yeah.
Dude, I wouldn't do that. Oh, that's just me.
That's gross.
Why is it gross? Everything else you put in your mouth, you swallow.
That's fucked
Everything
up.
else.
Eric says,
Nope.
"Why would you listen to us or the chat? Get real."
You know what? That's why I love Eric. Eric, you're right. I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
Eric's
doing my
trying to
thing.
fucking gaslight you out of existence. Yeah, keep swallowing the gum. What do you listen to these guys for? To swallow more gum.
You know what?
I'll unwrap a piece for
chewing
you right
tobacco
now.
And just swallowing it. Like,
I would chewing
Oh.
tobacco. I wouldn't do tobacco. I wouldn't chew
but
that.
it's just something you could swallow. Who
You
cares?
could. You could
Okay.
swallow that.
So a couple more questions, because these were the ones that I thought were weird, and I was like, "Well, what's the right answer here?" I find it easy to imagine what characters from a book might look like.
That
Yeah.
was a question I was. I was kind of confused because I don't read books.
I know. I need to read a book first.
Easy.
But could you imagine what the guy who wrote the stop sign looks like?
Kinda. Yeah, I got a good image.
Marker looks like already. So
Easy. Easy for me on that one. That when I read a novel or a story or whatever, I lock in what that person looks like, what that person looks like, what that person looks like. Easy for me.
Do you hate movie adaptations? Because if you're like, not well casted, in my opinion.
I'm picturing this kind of like tubby guy as this
then-
character,
yeah.
as Ian Malcolm when I'm reading Jurassic Park, and then you see the movie and it's Jeff Goldblum. I'm like, what?
I find it easy to talk in groups of people.
Easy.
That
Yeah.
one I felt like was easy for me, but that's a
Yeah.
skill I developed over time.
100%.
Sure.
Didn't
I
come
think
naturally to me.
doing this show for how many years we've been
Yeah,
doing it.
this helps. Honestly, I feel that way when I have to socialize in new situations. I'm like, I've done fucking 800 episodes of a podcast.
Oh, yeah.
You watch
Yeah.
out.
it helped working a booth because I have to talk to new people all day, every day.
Oh, that's a
and
great point.
It doesn't faze me anymore.
Yeah.
I am. Oh, do you have something to
No,
say?
it definitely, I was just going to agree with you guys. It definitely used to, but then I got, my 10,000 hours in basically.
Yeah.
I am more interested in finding out things more interested in finding out about things than people.
Yeah.
I put maybe a little, like slightly agree.
That was 100% a yeah for me.
Yeah, I don't. There's. Yeah,
I find numbers, dates, and strings of information fascinating.
Could not be less.
I
interested in
yeah, I
it.
slightly disagreed with that.
Me and Sean were like,
I was like,
the
give me
fucking-
the. I'm gonna read this question.
my dyslexia trumps my autism, I think. So
This
I don't
one
want
was
any
a
numbers. in my-
curveball. I prefer nonfiction books and films to fiction.
This was hard for me because books, but I only read nonfiction. Really,
Oh,
I
okay.
very rarely read fiction. I love nonfiction books. Read them every day.
Yeah.
But movies, no. I want like well crafted fiction. So I didn't know where to put. So I just
Yeah.
kind of went in the middle. On
Yeah,
this.
we talked about that because you said that to me. I was like, just be honest, because I don't even know which way this pushes your results one way or the other. I find I'm probably right in the middle. I like all of them.
I feel like being more into fiction pushes the number higher.
Yeah, I don't know.
And that was kind of how I answered because I don't really, I mean, documentaries are but I'd rather watch a film
Yeah, I'd
that's
rather-
about a story, a fictional,
I'd rather watch a creative film, but if I want to get information on something and know more about something, I would rather consume the book. Personally.
There you go. Okay.
I want to get information that way. When it's a film, you can edit it, you can jazz it up and do all this shit that may not be the best way.
Yeah.
A book I would rather just read.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we won't go through all the questions here. We do want to get to the results. I provided Johnny with a master list of the results, and I have it here as well. We can put that on screen for people at home to see.
Oh,
You
wow.
guys can watch it right there. So this is how everybody scored here.
2 5s, 2
2
14s. Wow. So that's only 14 out
Yeah,
of
14
30.
is not 30. Yeah.
It's almost halfway, but not quite.
But still
None
high.
of us are on the
Nobody
Hard.
here is maxed out.
maxed
Okay.
outside.
But there are two people who are exhibiting slight tendencies.
Okay.
Okay.
So wait, 13 is not a slight tendency? That's a different category than 14?
13 is a slight tendency as well. There are
well.
three
Three
people here exhibiting
So
slight
14 was the
tendencies.
threshold.
So there's 7 people who took the test,
Yes.
and 3 of us are
As
slight.
K.O. Kendall says in the chat, half autistic.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. There's no way I'm not a 14, I think.
Johnny,
I think it's going to be me and Johnny.
You think it's
Me
going to be you and Johnny?
I mean,
You
Rock
John-
and Johnny
oh.
is the 14th.
I want to ask you guys something about the meeting new people, if that's cool.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could meet like fans at the booth all day.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but like, I think it's because they like have an understanding of who I am and what I'm like.
Oh, yeah.
But if I have to meet new people and like impress them, I'm like anxious. I can't speak. I don't know what the fuck that is.
You're
But-
fucked at PAX East because I'm taking you right over to Kenny Omega.
Oh fuck! I'm not even going.
Fuck.
But anyway, just wanted to say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
Well, like going to like a kid's birthday party and I don't know any of the parents and I have to just be there.
Yeah.
That's like the worst punishment on earth. But yeah, I could talk to people, no problem.
I'm so good at like a bullshit talk. I'll talk about the fucking weather.
Yeah, no,
You know,
I could do that
I
too.
don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how I had answered that one. If you guys are so sure, Johnny and Rocco, that you're the 14s, I'm thinking then I'm probably the 13.
Okay.
But I would assume I'm also at the high end. I think I'm one of the 14s, if not definitely the 13. There's no way I'm under
You're not
double.
the 7 or lower.
I'm not in the single digits.
Then I think I'm like the 7.
Kevin's the 7.
Okay. And Meg and who are the 5s?
I like.
Meg and Sean.
I think it's gonna be
yeah.
Meg and Sean.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
I think so too.
Okay, but then who's the 6? Derek. Then he's left. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
13, 14,
I
14.
don't
14,
think
14.
Garrett's one of the higher up ones. I think
Yeah,
so.
it could-
You
could
don't
be
think I
13
hide
for
it?
sure.
I think
Or
I
the
hide it
14.
well.
I don't think so. I think you're a 7. I think you're the 7. I think the 14s are going to be me. I think the 14, 14, 13, it's going to be me, Johnny, Kevin.
Okay.
Okay.
But the rogue might be Derek instead of Kevin.
He's
That
coming
could
in.
be a rogue thing.
a rogue. You looking for?
I'm missing one envelope.
It's
no.
Sure.
There was a paper in the printer this morning, Derek. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past me being the 7. It's kind of my lucky number.
I
Yeah.
think what might skew me is the first question was like, do you like to be alone or do things alone? Yes.
Yeah,
I
100%.
love
me
being
too.
alone. I
Same,
love
dude.
it. I love just going. I love going to a movie alone. I love going.
Me
to
too.
Yeah, I'm fine
outside
with that.
alone.
Me too.
I love.
I-
Like walking
don't-
around nature alone, I love.
I don't
that shit.
just tolerate it. I love it.
Seek it out.
But I will say, I also recognize the value of both. I
Yeah.
love
Oh,
doing
totally.
things with people. I love doing things
Yeah,
on my own.
it's still great doing
They're two
things.
different experiences, and I like the contrast. If I had too much of one or the other, you know what I mean? It's like two
Yeah.
flavors that are
Totally.
great together.
I think there's one question about like, can you notice someone's mood judging by their faces? And I am so hyper focused on that.
Yep.
That I can see, but I think that's like
That's gonna
a
score
sign
you
of
low.
not having autism.
Yeah, I feel that for sure.
Because I definitely am hyper aware of everyone's vibe around me.
Yeah, reading the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. I'm real. I feel like I'm good at.
Are you picking up on anything right now?
Not in this boredom. Yeah. Not right now. No.
Meg's shaking in her boots over there. That's what I'm picking up.
She's.
I can hear your teeth
You
chattering.
think so, Meg?
A lot of people are saying because I'm an artist, that means I'm absolutely.
Oh, because you're an artist.
No, that's artistic.
Should we start with you?
Start
Okay.
with Meg.
All right, everybody, we're going to jump into the results here. And we have Meg. Now, again, can we put those scores up on the screen so the people at home could see them?
Can we have Meg on Kevin's mic for this part, just so we can hear her?
Those are the scores, everyone. And I'm curious to know where you think Meg is going to fall on this. What score do you think you have?
I think I'm on the lower end. I think I'm either like a 5 or a 6, personally. Like, I used to be way more shy than I am now. Like,
Okay.
Since
Yeah.
I've been with you guys, I've like I'm like a different person.
Oh, hell,
I used to kind of like struggle, like especially like talking in front of a crowd, just
Sure.
talking to
Yeah.
strangers. Like I've completely like come out of my shell, and I'm like,
Nice.
I love talking to new people. I love meeting new people. You know, like I don't really struggle making eye contact with people.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I feel like I'm on the lower end.
I think
That's
I think
the
you're
Mega
fine.
64 effect.
I think Meg's a 5.
I think Meg's fine.
She's low. I think
She's a 5.
Okay, Meg, your results are in, and you
14.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh.
Got timpani.
you are a 5.
I knew it.
I'm not saying that that's good or bad.
Good guess, though.
It is what it is, Meg.
It just shows that you know yourself. you
Yeah,
know?
I just want to know myself. I don't care if I'm 14. That's awesome.
I want to be.
That's the
14.
thing. Honestly, if I was a 14, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like,
Yeah.
okay. Like, I mean, it's fine.
I think a little bit of this is like a superpower for, creativity.
A little bit though. I again, like if
Little goes a long way?
We did not want to be number one on the evil test.
No.
This is such a different vibe on this
Yeah,
one. It's like,
totally.
okay, whatever it is.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next, Derek?
Yeah, but you might find out that you are autistic and evil. You could stack for both. Next, we have Kevin.
Yo, you
and
wanna do me
for-
next?
For the people at home who are wondering, some people in the chat maybe just tuned in. What are we testing? We are testing to see where we land on the autism spectrum.
Out of 30.
Out of 30.
Yeah.
Kevin is
Yeah.
next.
Okay.
What number do you think you have?
I'm thinking either the 7 or the 13.
I think so.
I'm thinking the 7 or 13.
Okay.
I think the 13 is either Kevin or Derek.
Yeah.
I think probably not Derek, but I think maybe a surprise or something.
Okay.
Okay. People in the chat mostly agree with you. Here we go. Drum roll, please. 7.
You
Seven?
have a 7.
Oh, okay.
7.
All right.
Kevin
Kev.
Right
is
in the
a
middle.
7.
Okay, so
Nice.
that takes Kevin off the table for being the top 3,
Yep.
which we
Yep.
we thought
Top
maybe.
3.
Top
I think-
3 still
so
open.
I now think the top 3 are going to be me, Johnny, Derek. That's what I think.
Oh,
Okay.
Not Garrett.
Changing it up.
I don't think
You
so.
think Garrett's
I
a
think Garrett
6?
thinks he's all these things and is not. But
Well, so far we've known ourselves pretty
yeah,
well.
we have. We've kind
Kevin
of
and
nailed
Meg-
what we feel.
Yeah, they came in pretty close to what they assumed they would, score at.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm kind of trusting now that everyone does know where they
Yeah.
fall.
Who should we do next? We have Rocco, Sean, Derek, Garrett, or Johnny?
Johnny.
Let's do Johnny.
Let's do John.
Johnny. Okay. Where do you think you land, Johnny?
I think I'm acing this test. I think we're 14 with a bullet, baby.
14 Johnny.
You
I
win.
think, I think Johnny's a 14. I do.
People at home, where do you think Johnny lands on the test? Let us know in the chat. All right. While they're putting that in, drum roll, please.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
30. What?
31. He broke the test.
Oh, read it backwards. You are a 13.
Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
Johnny.
So the top two are still.
Okay. You're right in the
13.
middle.
Lucky number 13. Let's go.
Number 13.
Your favorite number.
Wow. Okay.
Makes him a good editor. You should try coding.
So far, we have a 5, a 7, and a 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which
Open.
means we still have a 5, a 6, and 2 14s left.
Okay.
All right.
Who should we do next?
Who does the chat want next?
Chat, who do you want next?
Let's see.
I mean,
It's between the four of us.
who do we think that
Do you know-
6 is?
I think Sean's the sixth.
I think
Yeah,
that's
I'm
I
the
think
Sean.
I think Sean's the
I
sixth.
think,
I think
Sean's
Sean's
the
the
6, yeah.
But then who's the other 5?
Derek.
I think it's Garrett, but
Oh, really?
I think it's
Yeah.
Lord Divius.
Can I suggest something real quick?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to either look at fridges before the final four, or talk about the exciting new merch item,
Tease him.
or do you want to just get right into it?
Well,
We can.
well, here's the thing: is I do have to pick up people from school in 8 minutes. So if I could maybe just get my result, then if I have to leave, which I really don't want to leave, but I
Yeah.
No, you'll stay for the.
I don't
has
think
to
you're going to
be.
be one of the 14s. So, yeah, maybe we do Sean first.
Let's do Sean.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
dying to know everyone else's score, but yeah.
I think you're that
do Sean.
6.
We'll do Sean after we look at 10 fridges.
No, Johnny, no.
He's got to go.
All right, everybody. We're going to open up Sean's letter here. But where do we think Sean lands on our scale here?
6
I think
Or-
I'm the other 5. I think,
or
Okay.
5. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I think.
5 or 6.
I think so.
but I don't know.
All right. We have Sean's results. We're going to open them up.
Get that baseball ready, Sean.
Get ready to stim.
Sean is a 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Knew it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We are knowing ourselves pretty well.
Yeah, we know ourselves pretty well.
Yeah.
You have no autistic traits or tendencies.
All right. All right.
Cool.
All right. So it's just 2 14s and a 6.
And a 6.
And who's
Left.
left? It's Rocco.
Derek and Garrett.
That's it.
So there's
gonna be
2
interesting.
14s.
That's it.
2 of us are tied for first place, and then we got someone down
And then
there.
someone and a 6.
All right. All right.
Someone down there.
All right.
neurotypical
We will
area.
get to these final 3 results in a moment, but why don't we look at some fucked up fridges?
That's correct.
While he's getting that ready, can I bring up a couple things?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, if you like watching our show and you like what we do, as always, patreon.com/mega64, the best way to support us. Subscribe on there and you're going to get tons of exclusive stuff every week. We've got, hours of material that is on there for you to peruse. Soon, we will have behind the scenes of our Fatal Fury video. There's going to be bonus behind the scenes on our Patreon exclusively. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. You can't go wrong with patreon.com/mega64. And if you join a higher tier, like tier 3 or above, you're getting credited on the podcast every week. You're in our closing theme. There's all kinds of great perks. So you want to do it. Patreon.com/mega64. And we have a special announcement with our Patreon. For our patrons joining this month, we are going to pick a handful of random patrons who are on it this month. We took during, you remember earlier this year, we did an event, MLK Week, The Room.
Mm-hmm.
We did an event in which I was locked in a room for a full week. While that was happening, Sean was taking Polaroids through the entire event.
Mm-hmm.
We saved those Polaroids, and we're gonna pick random. I don't know how many we have,
We don't have that many. We have like 15 or something like that.
but we are going to disperse these to 15 or so, give or take,
Yeah.
random patrons who are on it this month. When you join, it asks for your address, stuff like that. We're gonna pick 15 random people and send you one. So join our Patreon and a good handful of you are
21,
gonna get,
actually.
21. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Consider it like a Polaroid lottery.
Exactly.
There's some good stuff
Dude,
in
this
here.
one, like,
look
is-
at this. I don't know if you can get Kev Cam on that, but you got some Joker footage. You got, I think there's a shots of Deadpool in there, maybe.
Yeah. So there's a ton of fun stuff in there.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
got a lot of good Polaroids. Chewbacca mom, man.
Yeah.
There is a lot. So anyway, So join our Patreon, and you'll find yourself in this rare drawing to get a one-of-a-kind Polaroid. But I bring up the MLK Week The Room event because this thing that we've been hyping up to drop on our store has just been dropped, and I wanted to let everyone know about it. We've never shown this before right now. It just fell. This has been in the works.
Pookie!
No, it's not Pookie related. But
you
we've
sure?
got this right here.
Look at this.
You may be wondering, what is this?
What is that?
MLK Week The Room, the complete collection.
What?
What is it?
What is that?
Well, I have an open one right here. I don't need to, I'll keep this sealed for collectors.
Keep that in the
item.
shrink wrap, yeah.
This is a special collector's item that we put in our store that contains the entire.
Oh my God.
This is a solid state drive that contains the entire event.
The full
Every
week.
second.
Almost 8 days.
Now-
7.5-ish.
Holy shit.
I said
Full days.
I said nobody wants this.
Yeah.
I said nobody's going to want 8 days worth of content, but you prove me wrong.
Prove him wrong.
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
You
The
prove
store,
me
right?
wrong.
Shop.mega64.com.
Prove Derek wrong.
I also want to say this feature that I really like is the thumb drive USB-C, but if you don't have that,
Oh,
what?
USB-A.
Look at that.
It's
can
in a
just-
really high quality metal drive that flips from USB-C to USB-A.
How many gigs is it? Is that drive?
256.
How many do we have?
That's a big fucking drive.
This is a very small run. We maybe did like not maybe 100. I don't know. It's not
This
very
is
many.
There's
limited.
100. Is it sold out already?
Well, it's up now on our store. We're really excited about this. 256 gig drive containing, the event was like 200 gigs of video.
Yeah.
That's all on there. Plus, there's a folder of photos that you guys and that I took
Yeah, all of
during
us.
the event, and a folder of behind the scenes footage.
Yeah. There's like random little clips.
Yeah, random clips. There. At one point, we did a time lapse tearing it down and
yeah.
stuff like that. That's on there. Just a whole bunch of fun stuff. And like I said, the entire event, almost 8 days of entertainment. If some of it is me sleeping.
It's going to sell out.
Full disclosure.
It's going to sell out in about 2 minutes.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like less than 20 left.
I think, okay, so, wow.
Oh.
One of my favorite behind the scenes clips is when, what was the
Misfit?
Misfit? Misfit was putting the makeup on Rocco, and it's like the craziest scene from above. Then it goes to Johnny and Meg, who are just like,
Oh,
working.
sold
whatever.
out.
Oh.
Wait, are you joking?
Yeah, they're gone.
Fuck
What?
yeah.
Sorry, everybody. I guess you proved me wrong.
Thanks, everyone.
You proved
Thanks,
it wrong.
Thanks for proving Derek wrong.
We really, all
Holy
jokes
shit.
aside, we really did have a meeting that was like, is anyone going to want this? That was a debate.
Well, we got it.
Anyway, all right. Well, I also
I mean, with
put
the
up.
tariff thing, can we get more?
There
I
were.
don't know.
Hold on. Yeah. We got shirts though.
Yeah. Guys,
If you click on the apparel section,
go over to.
the jacket's sold out, but
Fuck.
there's the Hellfest hat
We got it.
that's still available.
There is.
Guys, we got them from China. They're like 250% tariff now. We can't.
Yeah. We got him in
I
right
don't, know,
before.
I don't know if we did. I don't think these are not.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think
good.
so.
Well, then there's hope.
There's hope.
Okay, buy American, guys.
Also, there was a few extra of the art print that I did when I drew that thing on my iPad during
yeah.
the room. We had a few extra. That was a limited thing that went up a little while ago, but there's extra of those, and those are up now too. But
Okay.
I don't think those are sold out. But that by the end of the plug, these were gone. So thank you.
So I think that says something, and I think that we should look at some things.
Nah.
I gotta go, but
Yes.
I'll be listening in the car because I want to hear the results of the rest of this test. So thank you, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Love you.
See you tomorrow, Sean.
If you want to get one, just head on over to eBay. I think they're going for like $500 or $600.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
would just hit that. At this
Easily $500.
They're
on eBay.
available
Yeah.
there.
We'll look into this and
You left your coffee,
report
Sean.
back.
Sorry.
He's already in.
He's in the car.
rushing.
Can I tell
Yeah.
you?
Rushing to
I've
avoid a
written
problem
him off
mode.
at this point.
Now that
Don't
Sean
worry about it.
left,
Yeah.
He's gonna have to do a smog check and.
can I tell you
All
what
kinds of crazy shit.
he did to me yesterday?
Oh God, yeah. What?
Meg.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to jump on?
Meg.
I.
Oh wait. Shh.
was
Hold on, Garrett.
le-
Hold on.
Oh. See you tomorrow, bud. Bye.
Like angry dad vibes.
Oh, thank you, Meg. I was setting up for our board game night, like I talked about.
Yeah.
Meg, Matt, and I were playing Cyberpunk, Combat Zone, and I was done with work, setting all this stuff up. Sean comes in and he's like,
Hold on. Hold
I
on.
am
hold
so
on. Wait,
sorry.
Hold on.
"Oh fuck."
Garrett, no.
Hey, your
why-
kids are waiting
Yeah,
on
don't
the
you have to-
curb
God damn it.
somewhere.
They're gonna be late for
Your kids
volleyball.
are where they're like, "Where's Papa?"
I'm so
I'm so
sorry.
alone in the world.
God damn it.
No,
I'm
it's cool,
so
dude.
alone.
Yeah, it's okay.
it's
He's
cool.
gone.
Papa, how
Okay,
could
Garrett-
you leave me here?
It's my turn to like buy the food. Like I'm getting the pizza for tonight, but I'm setting the game up. I still got an hour. It's all good. Sean's like, I'm so sorry to do this to you. My car, it's the fucking Mustang again.
Shut up.
My car
Shut
has
the
a
fuck
flat tire.
Who fucking why is he coming to you? Why is that your problem?
I'm the guy to come to for this.
My
I
car
get
has
that.
a flat tire. Does he not have AAA?
I get that. And Sean, and can I tell you how nice of a guy Sean is?
Uh-huh.
He had tried to do this all on his own. He got outside when he left work and he went, fuck, the Mustang's got a flat tire.
He can't change the flat tire.
He started emptying his trunk. He pulled the spare out. He got to
So far, so
where
good.
he couldn't get the lug caps off, or I don't know if his car has the
he's coming
wrench.
back.
I don't
I can
think
hear
his car
stomping.
has the
I
wrench
hear
in it.
stomping around out
So I'm like, oh, I was like, dude, I mean, I ribbed him a little. I was like, oh, the fucking mechanic needs fucking to help his boss again. Okay. Get the camera out. Let's make a friend dimension. You know, I gave it to him.
Yeah.
But no, I seriously told him, I was like, bro, I was like, I like doing this kind of thing. So don't feel bad. I was like, Meg, can you get the pizza tonight?
Yeah.
You were very gracious.
Oh yeah,
Even though it was your turn twice in a row now.
that's okay.
I'm
You
gonna
give me
make up.
cash.
Okay.
We worked it out.
Yeah, you fly, I'll buy. But I told him, I was like, dude, put the spare back in the trunk, put all the stuffed animals and fucking razor scooters back on top of it. I was like, I'm gonna grab the air compressor, I'm gonna get the hose down here, we'll run extension cord in the parking lot. We jump in my truck, drive to the auto parts store, buy a plug kit, you know. Showed him, like, you ream this fucking thing out and you stick this like little jelly fucking wire thing in there and it stays, you trim it off and we're good. 10 minutes tops.
Okay.
I mean, it took 45 minutes, but
You
I
didn't
was-
have to watch a video in reverse to do it.
this is
so.
something I'd done 100 times. So yeah, I didn't need the tutorial. Junkyard man didn't fuck me on this one. so.
The junkyard dog.
We got his tire filled up and he drove away and with little delay. But I was fucking laying
when I
into
got
him.
back to the studio with the food too, I had told Matt, I was like, okay, do you want to put money on if they're still working on Sean's car? But no,
Luckily,
you guys were done.
Yeah.
It took like a half hour. So
Yeah,
it was all good.
It was fun to just have to work on his car again, though. I was just like, what are the fucking odds? He did not want my help. I kind of forced it on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I've broken down or gotten a flat before, and I put in the Slack like, "Hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it back" or something like that. And Garrett immediately like, "Where are you? I can come and help." And I'm like, "Oh
Yeah.
no, I got. Don't worry, I got roadside assistance. It's all good." It's
Yeah.
like, but you're right there. You're ready to go.
I like,
when friends need help with their car.
I enjoy. That's why I'm really not mad about the. I couldn't have been mad even 5 minutes after we finished the
Yeah.
roof on his Mustang because I do enjoy that kind of
a car guy.
helping out. You know, my friends.
Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah. Anyway, little side story. Maybe
Changing a
it's
tire though, like
well, what not changing the tire, just plugging the
He fixed
pull,
the other one.
pull
He had a
the
big screw in
screw.
it.
plug
I mean,
the-
next it's gonna be like the liquid doesn't come on my windshield when I press the button. Can you help?
Garrett.
I'll be like,
The needle on the gas is pointing at the E. What do I do?
dude. He's gonna be like, the hot water isn't working. Oh.
It's dark in this room. I can't find the light switch. Help!
Garrett, I got a glob of about a pound of gum in my pipes. Can you?
Okay, I'm bringing.
Come pull this gum out of my
I'll
butt.
get the snake out.
That gum shit is not good, dude.
It's stuck in
I
him.
didn't mean to
Gum
harp on
every
him, but he chews gum a lot.
And he was
Tons.
dismissive.
If
about
that's
it.
all in his stomach,
He's acting like we're
that ain't
stupid
good.
for not swallowing.
yeah, yeah, that was like, sorry, man, but
Craziness.
don't do that.
Like, I'll expose myself. I swallow gum probably more than I should, but it's not every time.
Yeah.
Oh my.
You don't make a. You don't like.
I'm not like,
You're not
I'm
doubling
going to
down.
swallow
Well, yeah.
that.
I
He
swallow
doubled
gum
down.
too, but then I looked it up and it's like, well, you probably shouldn't. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna
All
try
right, I
not to.
won't.
I always heard when I was a kid. I always heard the rumor. It's like, 7 years in your stomach.
Yeah, that's an urban legend.
That's
yeah,
an
and
urban
it
legend.
totally is. But it was enough that I'm like, why bother? If they're saying spit it out, I'm spitting it out.
I don't
So I
swallow
spit it out the car
watermelon
window,
seeds.
which apparently I'm crazy for too. Where else is it supposed to go?
There have been
Yeah.
times where I've been driving and I'm like, I gotta spit this gum
Well,
out.
fuck,
Yeah.
man. Now I know why he's
But-
breaking his ribs so easily. There's
Yeah, he's full of gum
Yeah,
instead of
exactly.
bones.
Yeah, but the gum should like hold his bones together.
That's true.
No,
No,
because
that's
it's
true.
it's
That's how it
turning
works.
like rock hard in there, and he's running out of
Oh,
space. He's
yeah.
getting jostled, and the gum is hitting the
Little
ribs.
gum man.
He's gonna get that like Luffy from One Piece disease or something if he keeps this up.
It's gonna be really
Gum
stretchy.
fruit.
Gum free. He's gonna be all stretchy, talking about fucking treasure every now and then.
All right. By the way, were you gonna say something?
Real quick about this the MLK Week the Room complete drive that we put up.
Oh yeah.
This item. I put up a few more. I put up like 30 more, maybe.
Oh.
Just because we print a little extra for ourselves.
Well, we wanted them at the
We always
cons.
save an amount for us here at the studio.
Yeah.
But I threw those up. I don't know if anybody still needs one. What I'm willing to do is maybe those are up now.
Second
Maybe
chance.
if those sell out, then we could figure out if we want to do like a pre-order or something for more. I really don't know what the demand is, but if you wanted one, I put up some of our personal copies. Not that many, but they're up right now. So
Cool.
in case you missed out.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna just refresh here. Couple
We
of
don't
times.
get one now because you're buying them all, guys.
There's I saved a couple for.
Thanks.
We gotta have ours.
Thank
but,
you.
We lived
No,
it.
we'll share
Yeah.
the two of us. We can-
We'll have a communal.
Somebody in the chat said just
USB.
bought two
Yeah.
more,
two more.
and they're gone.
Scalpers.
All right.
Wait, are they really?
Yeah, they're sold out now.
Oh, they really are. Okay, well.
Well, Ghostiness,
tuned.
Ghostiness has 3 of them.
Oh, you scalping?
Oh, we got a
motherfucker.
scalper.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's okay.
500
Scalping's
on
encouraged.
eBay. I'm gonna look on eBay right now.
We were literally just yesterday, not to give anything away, but we was working with Meg yesterday on a banner for our PAX East booth, literally that says "Scalping Encouraged."
Yes.
So stay
So
tuned.
please.
You'll see that in the near future.
We're on your side.
We're down with rigging elections.
Do we
We're
still have
down with
the
scalping.
hey security? Don't look in this bag.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
You know it.
we're stocked on that bag.
best bag at the convention.
We do have that. Anyway,
All right, let's look at these refrigerators.
yes.
That's right.
So this first one is from Charity Ribbon. Okay, outside of the fridge, nicely decorated. Lots of
good.
Disney. I'm seeing
Pass holder.
Pass holder.
Okay.
Oh,
it's-
We're not looking inside?
We
seems
only got
like
the
seems like
outside?
the picture didn't load.
Oh.
What's up with the? It's like
That's it.
Keep going.
it's like
Oh, yeah.
covered
So,
doors.
what's the caption say here? It says censored the personal info photos, but the doodle and Mario magnets are mine.
Okay.
Okay, this one's
Yeah,
a
but
very
what's
s-
inside?
It's very secretive. This fridge.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're
what's
not allowed to
inside?
know.
It's like
Left
dead
up to the
bodies and shit.
imagination.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's it.
They sent one photo.
All right. Well, then
no.
let's judge this. Yeah,
based on what could be in there.
Mickey Mouse.
Definitely.
Well,
East
who are all
Coast
the
Yeah, what do you
hunky
think?
dudes holding people on their laps there?
Yeah, that's a lot of dudes.
Who are those guys?
Where do those guys work?
You know what? I was initially mad we couldn't see inside the fridge,
Are they wrestlers?
but now I'm
There's
kind of like,
there's a lot to
I'm kind of
see
into
on the
it.
outside.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
detective work to be done.
Yeah.
it says
Yeah.
Necronomicon at the
Okay.
bottom there. Is that some evil dark-sided shit? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Kunda.
Our honeymoon.
Astra.
Read along with the
Montrose,
Necronomicon. Okay.
Egrets.
Don't say it. No.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna summon the
can.
Deadites. All right. Well, I'm afraid we're going to uncover like personal information.
Yeah, maybe
they
like they
forgot.
didn't censor it good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that doodle of their wedding.
Aw.
That's really
That's
cute.
cool.
Could be. Thank you card. Lots of Disney. You said that already, but there's a lot.
All right. I can only assume this fridge is filled with like alcohol and
No
drinks.
food.
And,
Based on what we've
yeah.
seen, ice
Red meat.
and
And a
soju.
cool ice sculpture and some gravy cubes. All right, who's next?
That is still the most haunting thing about
Is
the
that
fridges.
Zangief on the
Yeah.
fridge?
Now this person didn't censor anything on their
Yeah.
fridge. So
I think I've seen that guy at a con before.
personal pictures and. All right.
Okay.
What's in the fridge?
We got
It features a Jello shooter recipe and a Zangief cosplay from Comic Con 2010.
Okay.
All right, let's zoom in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Ensure. Some,
Let's
is
start
that
at the
Malort?
top. Start at the top.
Oh, we got a white monster
White
in our
monster.
midst.
Okay. Freezer looks fucked up.
Yeah, that does.
What the fuck is frozen diarrhea in
They
Tupperware?
got a bunch of gravy.
Are those just frozen like metal trays in a sealed up?
I think they just keep them
chilled cupcake like mini pie trays. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe they
Yeah.
do some baking. What are those? Potatoes,
hamburger
French
patties?
fries, hamburger patties, fillet
Oh,
of
cookie
fish.
stuff.
God, they're
Yeah,
fish,
mystery
yeah.
meat. I don't know.
Crispy.
All right.
Look at
Oh, that box? That's
Yeah,
battered.
that box
yeah,
is
battered
fish.
cod.
The weird,
Yeah.
the frozen chili's throwing me.
Fish
Yeah.
All right, let's
I don't
slowly
like that.
scroll down here. All right, pickles.
Open white
Water.
monster.
We got water for the first time. I think.
Saving the
Ooh.
white monster. Taste of
It's
this. Ooh,
open.
I'm too hyper. Finally, yes. Kevin points out somebody has water in their fridge.
Yeah, is this a first?
That is
Yeah.
a first.
Yeah.
Pineapple juice. What,
Half and half.
what's that condiment? Is that Heinz ketchup?
Heinz something.
Individual
I think
ketchup?
it's like a honey mustard. I think.
All right.
Yeah.
We got Ensure.
Okay.
All right, you shitting good?
Good gut health. What's next to the
It's like a
Ensure?
protein shake kind of.
It's like a protein. I have
All
one on
right,
my
more
desk right now.
beverages. This is another beverage, another liquid diet here.
All right. All right.
White cranberry.
Lot of
Another open drink.
Yeah, open drink
That's
situation.
not-
Yeah,
one
Do you
is
do that?
formidable.
Open
Oh, I
carbonated
cannot.
cans. I do not
I do
understand.
not.
Why are you not finishing your cans?
I never put an open bev in the fridge.
Open Powerade.
I do that when it's one. When it's like, shit, I got to go do something. I'll do it.
Yeah.
But
Take it with
to
me.
have multiple
Yeah.
is no way.
No.
Like,
All right.
Especially
Those drinks are
carbonated.
gonna.
What's that?
Oh, we got
Lose.
Oh, is he in Canada? Look
Pork.
at that. That's French.
Pork something. Okay, yeah, close. Oh, what the fuck?
No.
Yeah, zoom in on that.
It's a paintbrush and roller.
What?
Oh, you got to keep them in the fridge because that's where you keep them.
yeah.
Why? No, Kevin.
Chilled.
My parents said
Your
that.
Red
No.
Bulls, your open Red Bull is gonna taste like fucking lead paint.
Yeah, dude.
It's gonna have that weird aftertaste.
That's not good.
All right. Okay.
I'm not a fan of the paint.
That's an interesting one.
That's good fridge.
Forgotten paintbrush.
I had a
Oh,
forgotten
forgotten.
paintbrush. That's what happened with
Now.
me and the dead bunnies. I, just-
Yeah, you reach in to get
All
some
right,
hamburger
next.
patties.
I forgot they were in there.
I think this was filmed on or taken on a 3DS.
He's got a diamond dog.
oh, we could be seeing this in 3D.
Oh yeah.
Their fridge is like a pantry cupboard. I've never seen that before.
Oh, he's a
Oh,
true diamond
Metal
dog.
Gear.
Yeah. All right, we got.
Can we zoom in on this?
Good luck
Good
reading
luck.
anything.
no.
All right. Well, no, it's fine.
This
Just
de-
from
Control
here.
Plus.
This definitely feels like pictures sent by your stalker. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Found your
Tiny,
fridge.
tiny
Yeah,
ass
yeah.
fridge, hidden in the cupboard, secret fridge.
Yeah, secret fridge.
Oh.
Yeah, that's big in the UK. Is like put it in the cupboard.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Disguise it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hold
'cause
on. I'm just
It's
taking this
sriracha.
in.
There's definitely in the drawer sriracha, some
Yeah.
orange drink. What do they call that?
It's like aloe,
Clementine or
aloe
something.
vera.
Yeah, that's like a Voss water and then Pepsi.
All right.
I
I
think
still.
this is from a soda stream, so I think this is.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that
They,
could
they
be.
have a soda
Let's
stream.
go back to the main fridge. Scroll up. What's that shit on the bottom?
Eggs. That's I think cartons
eggs?
of eggs.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like the Costco, like the 36 pack
Oh,
or something,
yeah.
the tray of eggs, maybe.
Not much to work with here, but this looks sparse, and I think I see
Yes.
some feta cheese.
yeah, this one, the aura is sad to me.
Yeah.
No, not that they're sad. Nothing against them, but
Yeah.
the fridge,
It
it's like,
exudes a sad aura.
yeah, it wants it wants more.
Bonus points. I got a rice cooker. I mean, that's not
Yeah.
part of the fridge, but you know, good on you.
Let's go to the next one.
All right,
Nintendo
Oh, we got a gamer.
Squid. Nintendo Squid.
we got a
Oh, he
game.
keeps records on top of the fridge.
oh, I've seen
Whoa.
the fridge before.
This is the. Is this the Xbox fridge? No, that's black.
No, it's just it's a smaller
Wait, there's
fridge.
records on top of the fridge.
Whoa.
Or are those
It's a
magazines?
mini fridge.
Oh,
Okay.
magazines maybe.
All right, it's all right. We don't have to zoom in here. Let's. One of two
Uh-oh.
magnet
Cherry
bottle opener
Pepsi?
from the Bronx Zoo. Okay. we're San Diego Zoo, guys.
Bronx. That's like Wu-Tang
what the
shit.
fuck?
There's
is
nothing
this?
in the
protein,
fridge.
Hold
2
on.
things of Pepsi.
Cherry
Tortillas?
Pepsi, a protein shake, and a bag of shredded cheese.
Or is that a tortilla
Yo,
bag?
this sucks.
That's it.
Oh, wait.
That's all you need.
That's it. You have
2
this
cherry Pepsis.
fancy red fridge, and you're not utilizing it.
And nothing in the freezer. We don't even get to see.
And what'd you censor in that photo? What the fuck is that? Dead rat on the
Spilled.
floor. You couldn't pick
Yeah.
it up. I'll just cover that.
I'll just
shit stain on the floor. All right, Johnny. Scroll. This is what you want to see. It's magazines.
Oh, is it? It looks like records.
It does, but yeah.
No, it's records. There's
All right, let's zoom in on those records then. What do they got?
Depeche Mode.
The only thing we judge here.
Okay.
Yeah, Johnny got a 14 for sure.
Depeche Mode.
We solved it.
Ooh, high res. Is that the
Oh,
Matrix?
is that the Matrix soundtrack?
1997's.
Ace of Base.
The name of this band is
Talking Heads. Okay, some Talking Heads, some Matrix.
That's a good one.
Good
Ace of
collection.
Base.
Yeah.
Some Japanese import.
that?
The bomb the music industry.
Okay.
Yeah, Depeche Mode. Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really Records depress the portal store.
That's the Ava.
Oh, that's the Ava
record.
one. Yeah, how do we both know that?
You both have
cover
it.
so vivid.
We,
Who has
we
a
own
14,
14.
now?
Fuck. Me and Rocco recognize anime by colors. Fuck.
That settles that.
It's us.
Jump right to the conclusion.
I gave it away.
and then
Oh, there's
one-
the freezer.
One lonely ice cream. This one's pretty cursed, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
cursed. I like the musical
And
taste.
the red, it makes it look like this is a plot point in Twin Peaks or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
So far,
And
yeah.
it's not clearly not placed in a kitchen, too. So.
No, it's in his
Yeah.
bedroom. I
And,
think.
and not even pushed up against the wall. Seems to be like
Yeah,
it's
it
placed
has
kind of in the
to be-
middle of the room here, blocking a door.
And you're right. What is he censoring on the fucking floor?
What is that?
Why is he repeatedly censoring that area?
Do you think there's like
There's-
a reflection there or something?
Is he naked? And
I think it's a turd. I think there was a shit or a dead mouse on the floor. Like something they clearly didn't want to pick up, but they're like, well, I can't submit this because everybody will think I'm a freak. Well, guess what? We think you're a freak anyways.
He's like, guys, I swear, the previous tenant carved that swastika into the floor. I can't get rid of it.
Yeah, next one.
Turn it into a Windows logo.
You're getting
you
the
guy.
buzzer. The buzzer's going
That's
on.
not. That was out of my head. He definitely
this
does
is-
not
this
have a
looks
swastika.
nice.
All right, poo-poo team. Okay.
That's not the name.
Username
This is
poo-poo
nice.
team.
Poo poo stain. Thanks for chiming in. So far, it looks nice.
This is the
Yeah.
nicest, most
Organized
expensive.
magnets.
Good
Uh-oh.
aura. Good aura.
This is
Yeah.
the most expensive fridge we've seen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, double.
Oh, they're not
double
fucking around.
freezer?
They got elk in that freezer.
middle
Okay.
freezer.
Stainless steel, dude.
Yeah, they're not fucking
Stainless
around.
They go to the
steel.
Wildlife Calgary Zoo. Okay.
Okay.
Canadian.
Another Canadian.
What is that?
Bear crab.
Bear crab.
I've never heard of that.
All right, open the damn fridge already. We get it.
Yeah. Oh,
Zoom in on that.
Baller.
All right, so far this is what I would expect when I think fridge.
This motherfucker.
yeah. They covered all bases.
He's
a
got
good
it.
collection, a couple of drinks,
Again with the soju.
organized on a drink shelf. One soju though. Not
Yeah.
Yeah. What's
Everything
that,
balanced.
vodka on the right?
No, it looks like maple syrup.
Oh, it's in the drawer. Never mind. I thought
Yeah,
it
it's
was
in the
not
drawer
sure.
of the door.
Thought it was
okay.
an optical.
Normal amount of drinks for once. Actual leftover food that isn't just in a pizza box. All right.
It's all covered.
Oh, you're right, Meg.
It's
Saran
covered,
wrap.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smart.
A Tupperware filled with something that doesn't look like frozen diarrhea.
Yeah, it's good. like some
Okay,
limes in a
vegetable
bowl.
in the
Yeah,
crisper.
nice selection of vegetables.
Well
Yeah.
organized. Nice.
This
Very
is an
well.
adult fridge.
Yeah,
This
this
is.
is your mom's fridge, clearly.
Ooh, spiced mango ketchup.
That sounds
No
good as hell.
way.
Ooh, this
Hey,
person's fancy.
Can I say something about ketchup real briefly?
Of
Yeah.
course.
I've been hearing lately. I don't know if you guys have seen Heiden's put out a pickle ketchup, and I know multiple people that are like, "Yo, this fucks."
Oh,
okay.
really?
I
like
wanna try
if
it.
you,
What do they put
yeah,
on their penis?
yeah. Well, anything goes. It's for pickles.
You masturbate with it?
Anyway, I've heard it's really good, so I want to pick some of that up. Anyway.
So you can only eat it on pickles? That's the thing?
No, it just tastes like
yeah, you're only
Scroll
legally
down.
allowed to.
Scroll down. Let's see what's in this.
You know,
drawer.
I don't fuck with ketchup.
Okay.
like,
what's,
ever.
what's on the
No,
other
not
drawer?
much, but I want to try.
I don't
too
even
much.
buy
Too
it.
much sugar.
Yeah, exactly,
sugar.
Derek.
All
Okay,
right.
we got maraschino cherries. Looks like some mustards.
mustard. This is a standard fridge.
Ooh,
And some
water.
water.
Is that Calpico?
Calpico, nice.
That's fancy. All right, did they open the freezer? That's it.
That's
Nope.
it.
All
One
right.
and done. That's
it
good.
wasn't a freezer
okay.
contest.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I would say pick one of those.
A plus.
Yeah.
I think for I'm going for weirdest fridge. I got to go that red fridge with the
Yeah.
weird censorship.
I agree.
The weird sensor thing on the
Yeah.
ground. I think
That
tipped
wins.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this thing. Shredded cheese and cherry Pepsi and a dead rat.
This has the most threatening aura for sure.
And your record
Yeah.
collection.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
one for today.
I am very impressed by the last fridge we saw. That was the most well put together, probably.
Like weekly grocery shop.
Oh yeah,
They don't
like,
need a prize. They're doing well.
They're healthy. They
Yeah.
don't have any ailments. They're doing good. You're living life the right way. And we have plenty more to get to. Stay tuned
Yeah.
tomorrow and Friday, where we pick the final winner of our fridge contest.
And we will be sending you a prize.
Yeah, we
a
will be.
mystery prize. And you're going to like it.
Yeah.
All right.
And you're gonna like it.
You're going to like
Better
it.
have
fucking
to
like
like
it.
Real quick before we get to the test results, I know everyone's waiting for that, and I have some thoughts on it now.
Okay.
I might have a clearer picture of where we stand.
We gave ourselves away with that Ava record.
Yeah. I updated the store, the Mega64 online store, shop.mega64.com.
Oh, they're back in stock.
I've updated it.
Oh, it's pre-order.
I have opened up a pre-order because we have no more to give. Thank you to everybody who ordered it. I mean, again, sold out before we finished the plug. That's never happened.
Yeah.
And you'll get it
But,
soon. 'cause
but there
it's
weren't that
here.
many, so I guess that, but we didn't know what the demand would be, and clearly people want it. So
Thank you guys.
those of you who ordered today, these are going to ship real quick. And like I said, we have them in stock. If you missed out, I've opened up a pre-order, and we're going to do one run of these because this was not intended to be like we always have these kind of thing. This is like a one and done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we open up a pre-order. It's open now in case you missed out, and it'll probably take whenever the pre-orders close, probably take a month to put them together. But those of you who ordered today, you'll have yours real soon. Anyway, shop.mega64.com if you want to pre-order one for yourself to ensure that you get one. For those who missed out.
Pre-order's just sold out.
No, come on.
That's impossible.
But yeah, and we didn't get to mention this earlier. We still something else that we saved
Yeah.
as a fun little treat. We have still some scraps from when
the set.
Oh, that's
the
right.
set where we had like the chart on the wall of
Yeah.
like how to donate, whatever, and mess
Sean
with
and
me
I
in the
saved
chat.
it.
We saved it, and it's been divided into little pieces. And some people, not everybody, but some random orders will get a piece of the room,
Yeah.
a little piece of the set. So
You can
and
smell the popcorn in that paper.
the odds of you getting one are higher if you got in before the thing sold out
Yes.
today. But we'll throw some in the pre-orders too.
Yeah, for sure.
That way everybody's got a shot. So anyway, shop.mega64.com. If you want to get in on the pre-order, it's up right now. And again, there's some of the art prints from the room too, from the
No,
iPad
those
drawing.
are sold out.
Those are sold out?
Those sold out when the other thing sold out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh.
Even, I didn't
Thank
even
you
see that.
guys.
Well, that's done. That's
That's
that ain't
done.
coming back. Sorry, but but the pre-orders for the solid state drive with the full room experience.
Don't miss out.
Pre-order is up now. Anyway, okay. And thanks for your support, everybody. That was
Yeah,
ama-
thank you.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
That is.
Anyway,
What's your new outlook on the test results, Rocco?
I think you and me are. I
14
think
and
Derek's
14.
in the clear.
Derek said he is acting
Derek
pretty cool.
did not recognize the Evangelion soundtrack by color.
yeah.
So I now know the results. I don't even,
Mirage.
you don't even need to read them. But,
By Mirage Records 2002.
it's actually they're on King Records.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
okay.
No.
okay.
That was the show, but I think Mirage made that vinyl.
Oh, made that vinyl?
Yeah.
Okay. Garrett's got a 14.
King Records is the publisher of the show, though, so you're right on that. You star child.
Let's find out what Garrett has
Oh
because
my
we have his
God.
envelope right here.
Okay.
Okay.
Let us know in the chat what you think the score is
I'm
for this
cooked.
person. We have 2 14s and 1 6.
I'm going to use all the common terminology. I'm cooked and I'm going to crash out.
Yeah.
People are saying Garrett Hunter 35.
Hey,
That's too.
you broke
That's
it.
too high. It only goes to 30.
All right, drum roll, please.
Oh.
14, baby.
We knew it.
I win. I love it.
Oh, come on.
I certainly do. I'm happy to know that I knew enough about myself to know that I was on that high side, at least in this office.
Yeah.
14 out of 30 is kind of smack dab in the middle of the grand scale, right?
This test was also so generalized.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
But
Actually,
that
yours
is.
comes with a little caveat.
Oh, please let me know.
Oh.
Because you did score slight tendencies.
Slight tendencies. Okay,
Yes.
that's the terminology.
And so not every score result had this bit of information, but it did add this one to yours. It says, you show some autistic traits, but please remember that this result is only indicative and does not form a formal diagnosis.
Of course.
Yes.
If you feel an official diagnosis would help, please contact a professional.
Okay.
A full assessment will also look at other common mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, and ADHD, and often these can be successfully treated.
Very interesting.
Cool.
The ADHD angle, like Sean was saying, like that could lend itself into the autism score a little
lot of
bit.
similar symptoms.
Yeah, a lot of similar
Yeah.
symptoms. That would be interesting as a next test.
Next, we'll do me.
Okay.
Okay, Derek.
And I already know what my score is because I put these all together, but I'm going to let people in the chat take their swing at me. Go ahead and let me know what you think it is.
Swing.
We have a 6 and a 14. All right, I'm going to open this up now. Drum roll, please. 6.
Yeah. Hey, you and me, bud.
Rocco and Garrett
A 14.
are 14.
How you fucking high
That was a
five?
four-
Well, don't
14.
read to be sure.
Are you sure it's 14?
Rocco, 14.
14.
You know what it is too?
Show autistic traits slightly above the population average. We should do a test next week to see if water is wet. Anyone know?
You were taking the test and you kept saying, I'm real nervous
I'm real
about
nervous
this
about
test.
this one.
These questions are making me feel nervous.
It's me and you, Rocco. We put our scores together. 27.
There you go.
28.
Wait, what?
28.
14 and 14 is 28.
Yeah. Fuck. We'll do a math test next week.
Oh
It's too early to do math.
Don't do
He
that.
said he wasn't
Currently.
fascinated by numbers.
I was taking it and just like, yeah. But again, where I was confused was the social stuff. I was
Yeah, 'cause
like,
we don't have that.
there's stuff about nervousness with social stuff. I don't have that.
But I
But
can-
other stuff that were about hyper focuses. Oh yeah.
There's other signs too. Like I just caught myself doing it. I think I did it into the mic. I quoted something from a movie that I don't at this point don't even remember what the movie is. But you and I, Rocco, will say things that are just movie quotes living in our head. I think that's.
I
a
know what
symptom.
you quoted.
What's that?
You quoted Ferris Bueller.
I did. What did I say?
You said swing better.
Yes, I did. and then as I said it, I went like, "Oh yeah, I'm autistic." I just fucking. Someone said, "Take a swing," and I go, "Swing better." Like I can't not put a movie quote out there, and then I don't even know where it comes from.
It's the vocal
I don't
stem.
know
It's
why
the
this is
vocal
funny.
stem.
Sorry, every time I look over, I eavesdrop on the chat open over here, and Rolla Jones saying "random access humor." And I don't know why I thought that was funny. Anyway,
Yeah,
wow.
Rocco.
Well, there
me
you
and
go,
you, dude. We're
Congrats.
I
winners.
think the next test we take, and this is really controversial, nobody's going to want to do this. Johnny has already said he refuses to take this test.
Oh, that means it's a good one.
Oh, what is it?
Straight up IQ test.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
No, thank you.
I would love to.
nah, we're good.
I feel good. I feel good on that one too, dude. Last time I took one, I was fucking aced at 99. Like I was crushing it.
That's A+.
Yeah, almost. So yeah, I'm down.
Rocco, I got something to tell you. No, I'm not going to go high on the IQ test, but I can change your fucking flat tires, guys. So
So which one's more important?
yeah, exactly.
Smarts quiz.
Real world.
Well, there's different kinds of intelligence.
Definitely.
You definitely have that kinetic intelligence.
Oh, I am 100% like a physical and like visual learner too. Like that's why I'm not good on the books, man.
Yeah.
I will fall asleep.
I have a friend named Jake who is like the best at every sport, even sports he's never played. You play with
He's
him for
just
the first time, he'll beat everybody.
Talented as an athlete.
Yeah, and I'm just like, damn, dude, the way your brain works, I'm jealous. So everybody has that thing that they excel at, their own special kind of intelligence. But I still think an IQ test will just be fun, just
I
like
think that'd be
all
fun.
of these tests bring an inherent air of drama to the podcast.
Yeah. But there's a lot of stakes with the IQ test.
What stakes?
There's high stakes that you're dumb,
Oh no.
that you're just low IQ.
Everyone's gonna know that I'm stupid.
No. Johnny just straight up. You said you would refuse to do it.
Oh yeah, someone in the chat said we should do a piss test. That'll be funny.
What? A piss
Piss
Yeah, let's do a
For
drug test.
what?
For drugs? What
That's gonna be the
drugs do you think
boring
we're
shit.
on?
The test does it test for pretzel crust pizza?
Yeah.
Oh
well,
man,
I'm.
that's what we
can
had
I-
yesterday.
Can I say
fucked.
something about piss?
Yeah.
I
As a
told you I went to the
connoisseur.
doctor yesterday, and I was doing like blood work and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I went in there, it's really weird. I've never encountered this. The room they do it in is really cool, very state of the art. It's a new facility that I go to, but they had a tray out. It was urine collection, and all of them were out.
Oh.
I've never been in there when they had it.
Like you saw everyone's piss.
Yeah, and so they took my blood, and I just walked out. I'm like, and then I just made a joke. Oh, can I do this too?
Oh, can I have one
But
of
they
those?
took it really seriously. This is again an issue I had with this test that we just took. I don't know how I'm being perceived, but I
pulled
said
the
it, and they
fire
were
alarm.
just like, why? Oh no, I'm
joking.
They're like, is there something you're? No. Oh no. I've regretted doing. Okay, forget it. Never mind. So
Oh, are
anyway,
these free to take?
yeah, I was like, oh, free samples.
Ooh, Jello shot.
I am actually just joking. I didn't even ask. I just.
Well,
No
tell me
life
you
straw.
used a life straw.
Yeah.
Keeps
life
that thing
straw.
on him.
He's
My-
addicted.
My throat is a life straw.
Oh, fuck. Don't put that image
Put that
in
on
my
a shirt. Put that on your tombstone.
My throat is a life straw.
Throat is a life straw.
Oh my god.
Oh man,
That's
Talk-
something.
rank the sexiest thing you've ever said.
Woo woo.
Why don't we go to our segment sponsored by Carl Strauss? This is a segment we call Cheers to That.
Cheers.
We posted a phone number in our Discord. If you follow us on Patreon, patreon.com/Mega64, we have a private Discord server for all of our patrons. We've been encouraging people to call us up and leave some interesting stories for us to listen to, and we have a couple to listen to today. Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, just real quick. Somebody in the chat says, Rocco, I could see what Margaret Qualley sees in you. Yeah, see, you get it.
Thank you
Wait,
for
you
that.
and Margaret?
Yeah,
It
she's
was-
his girlfriend.
We talked about it on a past.
What
We
about
don't-
Stephanie?
Let's move on.
Leave her in the dirt? All right.
Can Derek do a segment, please?
Kick her to the side?
It's all our segment.
No, I'm. This is
there
your
was-
fault. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
There was one time I was looking after my friend's pets. When I walked in, the dogs were all excited running around. One rolled on its back, as they do, so I was giving him a belly rub and just laughing at what he was doing when he squirted piss into my mouth. So yeah, I drink dog piss.
Speaking
What
of
an appropriate time to share that story.
Hey, cheers
to that.
Hey.
Thank you to Carl Strauss, the Nectaron of the Gods IPA. You know, if you're going to drink piss from a dog's...
It was piss?
Piss.
He said piss.
He said squirted piss.
yeah.
Johnny.
Okay,
come on,
Johnny got a
Johnny.
14.
That's
Hey,
gross.
Johnny, he didn't jerk the dog
Johnny,
off.
that's bestiality for Christ's sakes. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Piss below that.
yeah, it's piss.
Yeah, kiss,
it's
which
not
is
kiss.
one letter away from piss.
Do you know, Johnny? Do you know the difference? Oh, sweetheart, Johnny. Do you know?
Oh, sweetheart.
Oh,
Anyways, before I was cut
boy.
off with the "it was jizz" comment,
you're gonna hear that a lot more too.
you
It
need
was
to
jizz.
wash the dog piss out of your mouth. Replace it with something much better, which would be a Carl Strauss IPA.
I think one of my favorite Roseanne tweets was, "I thought the piss was jizz."
I thought the piss was jizz.
Oh my god.
God damn it!
Made me want to take Ambien.
Oh my god, dude! Want to go to Austin, Texas? Get on stage at the mothership.
Oh no.
Yeah, good
Nope,
stuff.
no recording.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah. Then it wouldn't be recorded.
Jizz. Fuck.
At least it's not cat piss.
That'll kill you.
Yeah,
That shit'll kill you.
that shit
I've
is.
always drank cat piss. It's not a big deal. I've always done that.
Cat piss is like nuclear waste compared to like a nice watery dog dribbles.
I
You know what I mean?
notice how Sean
you
cut
had to
himself
choose.
off. Kind of stopped himself. He's like, you can't spit the gum out because it'll never break down. It's bad. It's just highly destructive.
Yeah. So put it in your stomach.
Swallow it. Just swallow it. Just swallow it.
Just forget about it.
Oh man.
That was a great call, Johnny. Thank you for. You
Yes.
say this is
That's
my
the
segment,
best
but Johnny's actually putting in the work. Johnny
No, he
screened like
really is.
50 of these calls.
It's my
I want-
favorite call.
I just want to say, in general, this whole podcast week so far, Johnny's been burning the midnight oil,
Oh yeah.
getting all this stuff out,
Johnny's been
And-
producing the show. He's been editing the shows.
getting them out every
Uploading
day.
them to Mega64 Infinity, which, by the way, please subscribe to Mega64 Infinity.
We want to get those numbers up. Yeah, guys.
He's been doing the meta tag, SEO, information on all of that, staying here, coming in early, staying late. So, round of applause for John.
Yeah. He even had time to stream. He stayed late just to
Yeah.
do Johnny TV last night.
Yeah.
This guy's fucking killing it.
And so, if you like the show, thank Johnny. If you hate the show, blame Johnny.
Yes, goes both
All
ways.
questions
All streets go two ways.
to Johnny.
All right, we got another one, right?
I just want to say, maybe I was thinking about this call when I was brought up jizz. so-
Oh.
When you were thinking of cum,
From the
Hey, Mega64. This is Scott from New Hampshire, longtime listener and viewer. What I got for you is something weird. I was with an ex once, and some oral was taking place,
yeah, right.
nice.
and I was the recipient,
Okay.
and I'm pretty sure I peed
No.
like a lot.
No.
Wait, we have a weird theme.
Thanks. Have a great day, guys.
Why'd he pee?
I think you
Cheers.
I don't know if
You
I
would,
want
like,
to
know.
say cheers to that.
you would
I
know when
do.
you peed.
Maybe she wanted the
The
pee?
214s over here.
Did they want the pee? I don't know.
Well, cheers to that. You're not supposed to pee
No.
in that situation.
There's a lot of things you're not supposed to.
You're
do.
not supposed to pee when
You got to
that
push
happens.
hard to get that pee out in that kind of a oral situation. You got to
So,
try.
just to recap, one of our callers got their mouth pissed in by a dog.
Yeah.
The other caller pissed in someone's mouth.
Yeah.
Cheers to that.
Thank you, Carl Strauss.
Thank you, Carl Strauss.
Thank you, Nectron of the Gods.
And thanks again, SNK. We really want Fatal Fury to. We're gonna play it.
Yeah,
We're
what
gonna
a
play it.
day. I
Wonder what
agree.
Mai's
Bill,
piss
Bill the
tastes
Thrill. What a day.
Sorry.
Camille will retweet this.
Sorry. that was
Well,
an
you know
intrusive
what? I
thought.
would say after that happens, what our second caller just described, you're going to need a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Your girlfriend's
That's-
going to need a beer.
Yeah, she's definitely you. I hope you had Carl Strauss on hand to be like, sorry, have this instead. And
Maybe
if
it's
you-
a kink. Maybe they're into it.
maybe they are. And if
Maybe.
you want to pick up a Carl Strauss for yourself, go to carlstrauss.com. This new brew they did is brand new, exclusive, available right now while supplies last.
Very exclusive, I heard.
And let me just say too, if you're near a Carl Strauss restaurant,
Oh,
the food is good as hell.
Yeah.
That's the reason I go. Is the food is so good.
Well, yeah, best
Put-
happy hour in San Diego.
Exactly. Put some of the food in your mouth instead of piss. Trust me on that.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it
Seriously.
way more.
No, yeah.
Their appetizers?
I legit love eating there. So
Way better
Go for it.
than urine.
All right. Well, I think we should wrap up this main show
Yes.
right now, but we're going to switch on over to the after show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Little post show.
Yeah.
But again, go check out our SNK video on the Mega64 YouTube channel.
Yeah. Fatal
Subscribe-
Fury. Mega64 Fatal Fury.
That's right.
Search it.
Fatal Fury. Subscribe while you're there. And if you missed yesterday's episode or the podcast for Monday. All of those are available right now on Mega64 Infinity on YouTube. You can subscribe to that as well and support us on Patreon, patreon.com/Mega64.
And I wanted to just say real quick, we kind of touched on this earlier, but it's been official. Problems are all resolved. We're officially on the books over at PAX East. We will be at PAX East in Boston. We are on the schedule now. May 8th through 11th in Boston. We'll have a booth on the show floor the whole weekend long, and a panel Thursday night, Thursday, May 8th at, is it 7 or 7:30? 7:30. 7:30 in the Condor Theater. I became Sean. Sorry. Someone had to fulfill that. But we'll be there. If you're on the East Coast or you're going to Boston for PAX East, we're going to be there. And we have some serious exclusives for our booth.
Oh, yeah.
If you clearly this went over well. If you like this kind of thing, wait till you see what we got in store at our PAX East booth. Maybe a little later this week, maybe tomorrow, possibly. We'll show some of those exclusives that are coming to the booth.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
Post show is about to happen. Go over to patreon.com/Mega64 where you can check out the recordings of those, and we'll see you there. Johnny, take us out.